Hey y'all, how are you? I'm just popping in to share and remind you that this week is Suicide Prevention Week. Many of you know my story, or I've told my story on this platform as well as other platforms. I just want to share a quick story that I heard on you, or that I saw on TikTok, where the young lady talked about unaliving herself or attempting to unalive herself outside of her therapist's office. She talks about how she had went to therapy over time, and her therapist, who was specializing in DPT, would give her tasks and things just to help with whatever mental stressors that she was experiencing. During our visits, she explained that sometimes she didn't follow through on those tasks or assignments. If you've ever been through therapy, you know, like sometimes you will have an assignment, just something that's just to sort of work on your goals and to keep you focused on your treatment. So just like that, that's what she was given in her time in therapy, and she never completed those tasks. She goes on to explain why, but the most profound thing that she said was, out of all of those things, she would come and lay it at the feet of her therapist in her sessions. When she was expressing what she was going through, her therapist simply responded by saying, you know, did you work on this? Did you work on what we talked about? Did you complete these tasks? And she would also always respond no. But what he failed to ask, and what so many of us miss, is why. Is simply asking the question why. And these are her words, not verbatim, but she said, if he would have just asked why, that may have made a difference in what she ended up doing. Fortunately for her, she survived and she's able to tell her story. But the hard truth is, and the unfortunate truth is so many have not made it. I just want to remind you that I understand that we always try to help others with our best interests in mind. I also understand that no one is responsible for my own mental health, my triggers, or anything else that I'm experiencing in life. Sure, there are those who care. There are those who will support me as well as you. But for so many of us, depression and anxiety can be crippling to the point where we cannot function in our daily lives. I have been there throughout my lifetime, as young as a child. And I know too often how easy it is to see someone from the end of being the person that is depressed, to see someone and know that there is something wrong, but not being sure just how to ask or how to help. I get that. And in all honesty, it's probably best that if you can't help or you don't know how to help, that you kind of stand back. But there are other ways that you can help. And that's simply by just being there, being a support, helping wherever you can. If it's cleaning a room, if it's cooking dinner, if it's just sitting next to that person, watching a movie or a TV show, or just allowing them to cry. That is the most important thing that you could ever do for that person. Trust me, it matters. What doesn't work and can sometimes be harmful is providing solutions that doesn't really solve the problem. Like, maybe you should just go out. Maybe if you just get up and exercise or move around, you'll feel better. You should just eat something, you'll feel better. Just do something that makes you happy and you'll feel better. Maybe you should go on a trip and you'll feel better. Those things, other good ideas, aren't usually the solution. And so I challenge you to just take a step back and ask why. If you see someone struggling and they just can't get out of bed, ask why. If you see someone struggling and they said, I just can't keep up with my daily task, ask why. If they say, I don't feel happy, most days I don't, I'm super tired, my thoughts are erasing, I feel like I'm all over the place, I feel overwhelmed or frustrated, just ask why. Because that one simple question opens up the door to have the tough conversations. And trust me, it matters. It can save that person's life just to know that you're there to hear them and support them. So check on your loved ones, check on your friends. And if you see anyone that looks like they are just down and out and just struggling, don't ignore them. Don't ignore them. Simply ask, is there anything that you can do to help them? And if they give you any of those things that I listed off, I'm tired, I feel overwhelmed, I can't keep up every day, can't get out of bed, ask them why. Thank you guys for listening to me. I really appreciate it. And yes, this week is Suicide Prevention Week. And most importantly, if you yourself is thinking about suicide or have any ideation or just simply struggling, please dial the Suicide Prevention Hotline or Suicide Crisis Hotline by just dialing 988. I just want to extend my support to you, and I want you to know that you are appreciated, that you are loved, and that you have a circle of people who want you here. And if you don't have anyone, or you feel like you don't have anyone to reach out to, feel free to DM me. I am here to help in any way that I can. But I want everyone to stay blessed. Remember, empathy, love, kindness, and support is what makes a difference in this world. You all stay blessed.